I recently lost my hardcore world, so it's time for a fresh start. This time, stranded on an island. Well, 2 islands. Over the next 500 days, I'm challenging myself to completely transform the islands into the ultimate survival base. So if you're excited to see what builds I come up with, make sure to stick around for any future episodes. The Void took my hardcore world, and the Void demons have been keeping me up at night, but it's time to conquer my fear by using the seed The Void, which spawns you right on a survival island. And I spawned on top of a tree. That's lovely. It has been so long since I've started another series. I guess I might as well just start by punching down our first couple trees. And it seems there's already a big spooky cave. I'm going to stay away from that guy. That guy can end the world very quickly. So I'm just going to mine cobblestone right here. Now I have enough cobblestone to make our first stone tools. So let me make a stone axe and a stone pickaxe. And that should keep us a little bit safer. And we're going to need to be safe because the skeleton is going to try to end the world already. Oh my god. Yeah, come out into the light, man. You can't survive out here. Not for long. You really risking your life for this? He's dead. And I might as well kill a few more pigs. I don't want to kill them all, though, because I do need a food source on this island, but it'll be okay. I'm going to make a furnace and smelt up some food because I'm pretty low on health right now. And actually, I can make this go by a little bit quicker by turning this into a smoker. And now we have a little bit of food. And I'm pretty good on wood, I think, for now. That being said, I'm going to take these things that I have, and I'm going to go explore the islands a little bit. There's a little bit of coal down there, though, so I might have to grab that. It's not worth it. It's been 3 seconds. I already have an arrow in my foot. This is way more peaceful out here, just on the ocean. Gonna gather up some materials. I can't seem to find iron right now, but I see this ruined portal out here that might have some resources for me. Let me loot the chest. There is nothing good in here, but I might as well just take it all because I don't have anything on me. It is already turning night and I don't have any iron or any resources to make a bed, so I'm gonna do what any man would do in this situation, and I'm gonna make a boat and travel the ocean, which is mostly safe from mobs. And actually, let me make a chest boat just to keep a little bit more resources on me while I travel. Now that I have everything I own, I'm gonna go into the ocean and try to find some iron and shipwrecks around the island. There's actually one right here, so let me go and loot this one and hope that I can find a little bit of iron down here. This would be a disaster if I drowned. Oh my god, I got a diamond too and a ton of iron. Oh, a moss block, perfect. And I got a first bit of iron and a ton of poisonous potatoes. I don't know why I grabbed those. Oh, this is actually really good. I got a moss block and a piece of bamboo. So that's 2 resources I could use. Also, 4 attack damage on a golden sword? Get out of here. And let me explore this map. Okay, I see a ruin down here. And I know there's a chest. We'll see what it has in it. Hopefully something good. A fishing rod with mending. I'll take that. And I see another shipwreck in the distance. So let me go over there. And I got myself a buried treasure map doing that. What is this? What is the purpose of these maps? Oh my god, I give up. I looted a couple more chests and got myself geared up with some early game armor and tools. Now I just need to find a cave. Preferably one that goes to deep slate so I can maybe find some diamonds. But most of them just seem like they're filled up with water, so it might be a little bit difficult to find a good cave over here. But there actually might be one down here. Let me just take a splash down here. There is some iron, so that's pretty good. But it doesn't seem like this cave goes really far down at all, so I think we ran out of luck with this one. I think the best course of action is to just leave this island entirely and go to the other bigger island that's over here. It might not be the traditional survival island world, but I thought it would be fun to still be able to explore along the ocean and have access to other islands for different types of resources. But before I go anywhere else, there's actually another shipwreck. A bunch more iron though. And I got an upgrade from the Fire Protection 1 leather boots to the Fire Protection 4 leather boots, so I don't need those guys anymore. I did get another buried treasure map. I looted another shipwreck and found yet another buried treasure map. Perhaps this buried treasure map actually works. Seem to have a little bit of a problem though, as it's turning night once again. And I don't have a bed, so I might be fighting some mobs, unless I can find a sheep. Oh, perfect. I just need to make a pair of shears, and I should be able to sleep this night out if there's another sheep over here. Oh no, perfect. I got 3 wool, and I don't have to worry about any scary creatures. I think I found what I'm looking for. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it goes that far down, though. So maybe it's worth exploring? I don't know. At the very least, there's a ton of diorite and granite down here, which I might need later for building, but it doesn't seem like there's too much going on down here. There is some iron, though, so I'm gonna collect that up. Oh my god, did I just find a mine shaft? That's extremely lucky. What? Silked? What? What is this luck right now? That is actually insane. I really just need to find some diamonds now. And if I want to use calcite, I just got to remember to come down here. Ooh, perfect. First diamonds. Let's go. While exploring the cave a little bit more, I found some more diamonds and a spawner. Come on, hit each other. Yeah. Idiots. Morons. My luck has been insane because the chest had a mending book in it. Sadly, the cave ends here, but this, I think, actually leads back up to the surface, but I'm not sure if I can make it. So I'm actually going to craft up a door, and I think I can make it back to the surface just by going this way. I actually don't think I needed that door at all. And the sun's coming up for day 3. That mining adventure got me 6 diamonds. That's not terrible. I do need to bring back some saplings back to my island, so I'm gonna get some of the jungle wood over here. I spent some time collecting some jungle wood to hopefully get some saplings to bring back to the island, as I really want to use jungle wood for builds. I can get a dog. Please come back. I don't want to waste my bones on you. Yeah. I'm gonna get a couple dogs. Let's go. Oh, I see it. I see spruce wood. Gonna sit the dogs down here by the beach while I gather up some spruce wood, and then I should just be able to go back home and set up a little starter base. Yeah, I've pretty much gotten rid of the top of this mountain, and I got a pretty good amount of spruce wood. So what I want to do is explore the rest of this island and hope that I can find a few more resources, and then I think I'm going to head on back to the starter island. You know, I think I'm going to head back home and actually get started on the starter base. So I'm going to grab my dogs and head on out of here now. Dude, a trident guy just took out my dog's boat. I got to be careful with this guy, though. Okay. Man, that sucks. No! I guess that boat's just gonna remain underwater. Now that I'm back home, what I want to do now is find a food source and just set up some very important early game farms here. Let me plant some trees, and let me actually make a hoe real quick as well. I think for now, the side of the island that will be where the farming area is by this little pond of water right here. So I'm gonna actually just use this natural water right here to plant some crops. This should be a pretty big enough area to plant some of the wheat seeds that I have. And then I do have some melon seeds as well that I'm going to plant. So we should get a little bit of melon and some wheat. It'd be nice to eventually get some carrots and potatoes as well, but I don't really have access to those just yet. Now what I want to do is grab some wheat and make some animal pens. For this though, I'm going to need fences, so I'm going to grab some of the spruce wood that I got earlier and make a ton of fences. Usually people don't make an early game chicken farm, but you know what? I don't want to leave these guys out of here. What I really need is cows and sheep, so I'm going to grab these 3 cows and then the sheep later. An early source of leather and wool would go a long way. So let me just get these guys in their own little pen here. And now I just need to make one for the sheep, and this should do it. But now that's what we have, and I think that's a pretty good start to a little farming area. And I have a decent amount of saplings for trees, so I'm also going to plant some of these. Since I don't want the podzol to grow over top of all the grass, I'm actually just going to plant the spruce saplings where the stony shore is. I don't know who told this guy he can free roam, but I'm not allowing it. Not on my island. With a few early game farms set up, I'm feeling adventurous again, so I'm heading back over to the larger island, as I remembered seeing a pretty big cave entrance. Right now I'm trying to get geared up so I can feel a little bit safer in the world. It seems like a pretty big cave, so let's hope that I get a little bit lucky here. I don't have too much food, so I'm trying not to take a ton of damage while I'm down here. Jeez, I'm in a cave. How can I even hear that? Okay, it doesn't seem like the cave's really... Okay, I'm turning the volume down. Oh my god. While I'm down here, I hope that I get enough diamonds to make full diamond armor and tools, and then I should be good. Let's hope that there's enough to do that. It seems like a pretty big cave, so we should be okay. Oh, there's so many skeletons. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm gonna collect some copper while I'm down here too, because I know I'm gonna need a little bit of it for building. Jeez, that did so much damage. I'm gonna have to go down here, and it looks pretty dangerous. Sadly, I think this is really the only way that I can go. There is some diamonds down there. Hopefully it's a big vein. Ooh, it does go up there a little bit. And there's some more diamonds. Perfect. Please be more than 1. Okay, good start. So that one was 5. There's another vein of diamonds up here, and it seems like it's probably just going to be the one. So now I have 12 diamonds total, but I think for full diamond armor and tools, you need over 40. So I still have a little bit of work to do. Ooh, more diamonds. Let's go. And it's just the one again. Oh, there's more diamonds. There's so many mobs. We might have ran into a little issue here. There is so many mobs. I might have to use my axe just to be a little bit quicker here. I wish I just had like a TNT or something. If I can get the skeleton to hit the zombie. Yes. Please fight this. Please fight the skeleton. Okay, they're fighting each other down there, so that'll help me out a little bit. Okay, there is too many creepers down here. Good job. Good thing is I don't really see too many skeletons. I'm not going to go over there, though. I'm going to try to stay away from there. And this vein is just the one again. So that brings the total up to 16 diamonds. I think this is another one vein. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm running a little low on food. I have 21 diamonds. I do see some more diamonds down there. Looks a little dangerous, though. So I need to make sure to be a little bit careful here. And there's also some diamonds over here, and it keeps going that way. Oh my god, this vein of diamonds is massive. Okay, it wasn't as big as I thought it was, but we're up to 31 now, so... Okay, I'm up to 36 diamonds now. That's pretty good. In fact, while I'm in this hole right now, I think I'm going to make full diamond armor. Just to feel a little bit safer on the rest of this journey in the cave. So now I'm completely geared up. Maybe I can find a few more diamonds while I'm down here. Oh, perfect. What? They're up here. Okay. I see some diamonds up there, and there's also some diamonds over there. And honestly, after that, I'm probably good to go. And there's more diamonds down here. There's so many diamonds. So I'm back up to 28. And there were still diamonds that I saw over there, but I think I'm pretty good now. I don't think I need to collect any more diamonds, and I'm going to head on back home. While I'm down here, though, I might as well collect obsidian, so let me make a diamond pickaxe. So there's the first diamond pickaxe, and a few more torches. While I was attempting to exit the cave, I got ambushed by a massive horde of mobs. Oh my god, I somehow luckily found my way out of this cave trying to hide from that horde of mobs. That was so scary. I think that I explored so far that I'm on the complete opposite end of the island, so I'm gonna have to travel all the way back to the other side in order to get my chest boat. I don't know how I traveled that far, but that was a pretty big cave. There's my boat. Oh, it's the last bit of home that I have with me. With that sleep, though, we are on day 10, and I want to start gathering some materials to build a starter base. So let me grab some of those spruce saplings, and I'm going to start chopping down some trees, but I kind of want to make a diamond axe before I do that. I started gathering up some spruce wood, which is one of the key materials I need for my starter base, but for some reason I got sidetracked and started fishing. I don't know why. With the sun setting now going into night number 12, I have a ton of chickens in here. The cow population is growing a little bit. Funny enough, I actually did catch one piece of leather while I was fishing. That works a little bit, I guess. Maybe that's the efficient way of finding leather. I don't know. I actually want to see real quick how many bookshelves I can make. I can make 7, so I'm about halfway there. Okay, this dog's really annoying. It has like one of the whining personalities, and it's really getting on my nerves. Why did they do that to me? They gave me a whiny dog. Anyways, I now have all of my stuff moved up here with, this is my starter base right now. But I want to grab a ton of spruce wood and a little bit of oak, but I only have 3 oak logs, so I'm going to have to get some of that. I collected up a little bit of oak, and I crafted down some of the spruce that I had into slabs and trapdoors because I want to create a dock right here. What I'm going to try to do is make a dock that's about 3 wide like this, and has supports every 3 blocks going this way as well. For the actual dock, though, I'm going to use some spruce slabs, and instead of having the log go up another block like this, because I think that just looks a little bit, it's too tall, I want to use trapdoors on top of it to create a more flat looking dock. Oh my god, that scared me. Dark oak sapling is pretty cool, but I need 4 of them, and I don't think I can get that. I don't have 20 emeralds, or at least I don't think I do. But let me see if I even have that many emeralds. I have 34. Oh my god, I can actually get dark oak saplings. That's okay. Game changing, honestly, for building. I'm not going to kill his llamas because I don't really need leads like that anymore. That makes me feel a little bit worse for leaving the island just to get spruce and jungle wood, but it's okay. It's okay, right? You're not mad at me? Oh, never mind. This dock will continue this way, and again, it just goes 3 blocks, and then it'll connect all the way down at the bottom of the ocean. But for now, I don't feel like wasting all the wood just to do that, so I'm just going to do it so it connects to where the water is. This dock will go all the way out to here, where this is the last pillar. Now I have the dock completed this way, but there is something I want to do to add a little bit of texture in here, and that is I want to go through and randomly add in some spruce trapdoors. So let me just break a few of them over here. And then all I have to do is just add trapdoors, but I kind of want to make them going different directions as well to make it look a little bit messier, just like that. And then I can just occasionally go through and add in these patches of trapdoors. Maybe like part of the dock area is broken down. I also have to make sure not to waste all these spruce slabs. I might need them later. Actually, I know I'm gonna need them later. So what is going on? What is going on right now? No, I'm letting all the cows out. Such a shame. Mob shenanigans aside, I started working on more of that spruce wood dock, extending it down the stony shore. I extended part of the dock outwards towards the ocean to leave space for a future boat that I could build there later. Also further texturing the dock using some spruce trapdoors. Now I have the dock in and I textured it up using some trapdoors as well. I'm currently still breeding up the cows and I have a ton of wheat down here that I have to collect. Let me also make a fence gate because I keep getting trapped in here with these. Oh my god, why did they all just look at me? Oh my god, that scared me. Why did they all do that? It's because of the wheat, I guess. That actually was really scary. I'm gonna breed these guys up a little bit more and then I should be good here soon to get some more leather. For the next thing I want to build though, there is one resource that I need a lot of, and that is jungle wood, and I don't have any more jungle saplings. I've completely ran out. Well, that's not completely true. There is one more tree over here, but I'm not confident that it's going to give me another sapling, so I might have to take a trip over to the other island again. I'm hoping this gives me a sapling, or at least multiple saplings. I really need more jungle wood. It's actually dropped 2 saplings right now. That's pretty good. I planted the jungle saplings that I have over here, and I'm going to use the jungle wood that I do have right now to build the starter base. It won't be a traditional starter base. It's actually a pirate ship that'll be on the edge of this dock, and for that I need a ton of wood, so let me start gathering some wood. I gathered up the rest of the oak wood on the far end of the island and started slaughtering cows to make more bookshelves. With 15 more pieces of leather, I can make 5 more bookshelves, and sadly, I think I'm just a few short. I'm going to start setting up my enchantment setup right here, though, just to have it for the time being, but I think I just need a few more pieces. I do also need some obsidian for this, so I'm actually just going to steal it from this portal that's over here, and I think all I need is 4, so this is definitely enough. Man, I'm getting PTSD from my last hardcore episode, mining obsidian. I don't want to be near this block ever again. Those 4 pieces of obsidian are enough though, and now I can head back over to the island. With me just needing a few pieces of leather left to make the enchantment table, I'm going to make a diamond axe and continue getting some wood in the meantime. Going to the other island next door, I gathered up a bit more oak wood and crafted the rest of the books I needed to start enchanting. And there we have the rest of the bookshelves I need. I just need 2 more books, which I actually have right here, and I can make the enchantment table now. So there we go. We got the enchantment set up right here. Let's see what I can get. Unbreaking 3 and that's it. It could be fortune, but we're gonna have to come back to this when I'm level 30. I'm trying to slowly progress through the game while also gathering materials to build the starter base. This build requires a lot of jungle wood, so I gathered up some of that while also dodging creeper attacks. I am officially back home now. While I'm over here as well, I want to start some enchanting, but I'm not sure which to enchant just yet. I can get feather falling 2 on both of these, so I might get feather falling on these boots if I enchant them, which could be pretty big. Why do I even do it? Why do I even try? I can get silk touch. I already have silk touch. Why did I do that? It's fine, whatever. I'm gonna grab all the wood that I have right now and get started on building, because I think I have a pretty good amount of it. I'm first gonna need to strip down some spruce logs for the base of the boat that I'm gonna put here. Why am I always getting stuff thrown at me? I started building the base of the boat using some spruce planks and stripped spruce logs, making sure to hold my breath and dodge tridents as well, as the sea creatures really don't like that I'm moving in their area. I now have the base of the ship built up, but there is one block I need just a little bit of, and that is sand. So I think I'm gonna have to go under in the ocean in order to get it, because I don't think there's really an abundance of sand over here. I mean, even this beach is just stone. There's like no sand over here. So let me just make a copper shovel real quick. Joking, I would never do that. I guess the best way to get it is to just go underwater and get it. This is gonna kind of suck, but whatever. I have about a stack of sand now, and there's actually a few reasons why I'm going to need this stuff. I'm first going to borrow some coal and use it to smelt up a few pieces of glass. And the next reason is I'm going to use it to unflood the ship, because I don't want there to just be water in the ship. It wouldn't be very good. This thing would sink very quickly if there was just water down here. And this is really just the best block to use, but I'm sadly probably going to need a lot more than just a stack, because that's 61 right there. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Anyways, there is some glass right here because I need to make some glass bottles because I need to get some mud. And the easiest way to do that is to use some glass bottles on some dirt. There's some dirt down here. I can just use those. Oh my god. That scared me. That was terrifying. Haven't I been punished enough? I'm also going to need a little bit of the wheat down here to make it into packed mud. So I can take the mud that I have, turn it into packed mud, and then turn this into the mud bricks, and then turn those into the mud brick walls. I can use the mud walls to make I think it's called a stern on the back of the boat right here. I think that's called the rudder. It's used for like steering and stuff, you know what I mean? I know all about boats. I've drained the bottom of this. I also put in a floor for this level with a staircase that'll go down in here for, I'm assuming, what would just be more storage. But right now, I want to build up the rest of the ship. I'm going to continue the spruce base here just by one more block, and I'm going to use slabs to kind of curve it up just a little bit more. Also trying to mix in a little bit of texture here with some of the stripped spruce. I've wrapped the spruce around most of it, but right now I'm going to go up with some jungle wood. That'll be used for the main part of the boat. I'm going to make sure to skip every other block here to leave space for windows, as maybe they can shoot off cannons from the inside of the ship. I've continued up with a little bit more of the jungle wood, but I want to wrap some spruce signs around this part of the build to transition the spruce into the jungle a little bit easier. So now I think that looks a lot better than it just being a complete transition between the two blocks. I have the base of the vessel built up, but I actually am running very low on spruce wood, so I'm going to need to go get some more of that. Before I do that though, I noticed my axe durability is running pretty low, and I kind of want to find a way to get XP without having to make any automatic farms. And I think it might be fishing, so I might try to enchant a fishing rod. So let me get some lapis and see what I can do. This one only says I'm breaking 3 on it, but let's see if I can get something different. I'm breaking 3. That's actually a pretty good fishing rod. I'm going to keep that. With a little bit more XP, it'll allow us to enchant and get better tools. And maybe we catch a good enchanted book. You never really know. Looky here, I actually got an enchanted book and it's terrible. What is that, man? So bad, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm a little bored of fishing, so I'm actually going to go over here and start chopping down some trees and just spend my night doing that. I collected the last spruce I needed to complete the base of the pirate ship. I used the spruce wood as walls for the interior of the boat, also adding in some support beams using spruce trapdoors and stairs before finishing up the rest of the main shape of the exterior. This is really the first full-scale ship I've ever built, and I honestly had a lot of fun designing this thing. I think this new series is a great way for me to get out of my comfort zone as a builder and really improve my skills. I've built up the main part of the ship now, and I think it's looking really, really nice so far. But you can see up here, it's looking a little boring, and there's some holes in the ground, so I need to craft up a few things for this. I'm going to first craft up a few oak trapdoors, and I really don't know what these parts of the like pirate ships are called. I think it's used for like cargo. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to add that with some oak trapdoors. And I'm going to remove the spruce trapdoors that are down here to make it look a little bit nicer. This actually leads me into the next thing I need to put here, and that is a staircase. So I'm going to use some spruce stairs with some fences on the back of them, so that's an easy way to get up and down. I also want to craft up some spruce fence gates as well, because I want to put a railing around the staircase that I just made. I surrounded it with fences and fence gates. I'm going to jump up here and use trapdoors to put on top of it. So now there's a little railing around this part of the boat, so you can go down to this level. This will be the captain's quarters, or I guess my quarters, so I'm going to put a spruce beam right here and then a little staircase to go down. This will just be some spruce slabs right here, and there is something I want to put in here, but I don't know if I have enough copper for it, as I want to put some copper gray windows right here. So let me go in here. I only have 44 smelted up, which is not much copper. If you didn't know, copper does not really go that far, so I'm going to have to mine some around the island, which I know there's a ton around here. I've collected up a little bit more copper, and this is the only coal that was left on the island. But these are the only copper grates I have for now, which will be good enough for this much of the windows. I want to add a wall here, though, that goes up about 3 blocks with a space in the middle of it for a door. And then I can go through here and texture it up using a little bit of jungle wood to make it look just a little bit messier, as if, you know, they've been on sea for a while, and I think it'll make it look a lot nicer. I want to create one of those deck style staircases using some trapdoors and slabs. Now going up, I want to use some fences along with some fence gates, just like this. So you get this really cool effect here with the trapdoors on top and the fence gates connecting to the stairs. I've now added the staircase on the other side going up with a floor right here. With everything for the base in place, I added in the rest of the details to complete the ship. With the exterior of this build done, there is one thing that I want to do, but I think I can only do it in the next episode because I want to ask something of you guys, and that is to name this ship right here. Something cool I can do is I can edit these signs, and there's a mod that I have called, it's like a big text mod for the signs, so I can add custom text right here in order to name the boat, which I think would look really cool, maybe on the back side of the boat right here, as I did put some signs right here. If it doesn't fit, I'll figure something else out, so comment down below some ship names. I think it could be a really fun thing to do. The exterior for the ship is now complete finally, and I also added in a little captain's quarters for the inside. With this ship done though, I do want to just start gathering more materials. While I'm gathering materials now, I just noticed this cave that I think goes down pretty far, and it also has some of the materials that I need to gather, like the diorite, and I see some andesite. If there's granite down here, that'd be nice. There is. Perfect. So this is a great cave, and I wonder how far this goes down. It looks like it goes down very far. Right now I'm collecting materials to start a city dock area for the island, which for now will be made up of just 4 buildings. For the buildings though, I want to mostly use materials I can find around the island, so the buildings will be relatively simple. Instead of finishing up the material gathering actually while I'm down here, I kinda want to figure out a way to get to level 30 so I can get a little bit more efficiency on this pickaxe. I have a little bit of copper smelting, and this might give me a few levels of XP. It's very, very close, actually. That's a lot closer than I thought it would be. Let me just work on getting to level 30, and then I'll finish gathering up some materials. I'm level 30 now, and I caught a lily pad. That's great. Instead of enchanting the pickaxe I already have, I'm going to create another diamond pickaxe and see what I can get with this one. Efficiency 4, that's exactly what I need, and Fortune 3, that is perfect. So if I ever decide to go mining for diamonds again, I'm pretty good. Again, I'm jumping back into collecting materials, most of which can be found in just this one cave, as I really wanted to make my life a little bit easier when it came to gathering materials for this project. While I was collecting materials though, a little friend tried to kill me, but I trapped him in a boat for later use and collected the last bit of tuff that I needed. I crafted down everything I needed, and then I went fishing again so I could get back up to level 30. I'm back up to level 30, and I caught a terrible enchanted book. That's so upsetting. I wanted to get up to level 30 so I can enchant a diamond axe as well, and I can get efficiency 4 on it. That's really all I want. Fortune 3, I'll take it, I guess. So now it's time to chop down some more wood. With my axe enchanted, it's time to collect the rest of the wood that I needed. So I chopped some big spruce trees down and collected some more oak and birch before jumping out to sea once again to collect sand and gravel to craft into concrete powder. With all of the materials gathered, I started bringing the dock up the hill with a little staircase to connect it to the top of the island, and created another layer of the dock that was 1 block up, where I'm going to be putting the first building. What is that noise? What is happening? Okay, I think this dude was continuously lighting on fire and like extinguishing himself. Extinguishing. This first building will use cobblestone, tuff, regular stone, and andesite for the base. And I want to grab a little bit of oak for the main building and granite stairs for the roof. I'm going to put some temporary coarse dirt down to mark where I'm going to have some doorways. This building's gonna start by working up with a little bit of tuff here in the corner and some cobblestone, and I want to mix in some andesite and normal stone for a little bit of highlight here. And I'm gonna put a window here, so I want to use a darker block to signify it as a shadow. I've worked up with a little bit more of that base layer, but I want to start making a little bit of an archway right here to have an entrance of this building, as I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but this will be the main storage building in this area. I've worked up with the base layer and I have spaces in for windows, and I want to add in a pretty unique window design. I'm first going to add in those traditional window shutters using some spruce wood, and I want to put some spruce fences like this to create that beam in the middle. And if I actually just go back on this side, plop on my tuff, and then I can add in a spruce trapdoor to get this cool little like cross shape. To frame the bottom of the build, I do want to wrap spruce signs around it. I'm not going to worry about this side of the build, as I have another building planned for right here. But that is looking pretty good. For the second layer of the build, I want to jut it out just by a single block, and I'm going to alternate between the slabs and trapdoors to create a base, where I'm also going to go up with some jungle and some oak logs, and in between them, I want to use some oak planks and some stripped oak wood. And I'm going to come out on the other side and frame this build with a few more signs. And I'm going to do the exact same window design as well, using those spruce fences. I have the rest of the wood layer built up, but I want to go up here with some of the cobblestone scaffolding that I have. And I'm going to create a bit of a balcony here. It's not going to be functional or accessible through the house other than this window. I noticed a lot of these balconies in the Assassin's Creed Black Flag reference image that I used. So I'm going to try to make this here. And I'll be using a bit of granite to create a very gradual sloped roof. With that done, I extended the building up a little bit more and added on the granite and jungle roof. This first building is done, and I think it's looking very, very nice. But I do want to come in here and add an interior to it, and for that I'm going to need to do just a little bit of terraforming. And this is just the basic storage room look, but I do want to make this like a boat shop, or like they have boats in here. So I'm going to create a table just using some like a simple trapdoor design. I have two boats. One of them I want to put on this table right here if I can. Perfect. And then I actually want to have a stack of boats out here, but the spruce actually blends in a lot, so I'm going to choose a different boat. And this will just be a pretty fun thing to put out in the front of this, as if there's just a little bit of boat storage here for people that want to, I don't know, travel to another island or something. With the interior complete, I started on another smaller building to serve as a connection point for more future buildings. This building is very, very simple, but I think it's a really, really cool connection point to a building that'll be right here. Yeah, I didn't do the back. Don't worry, I will do the back. I will do the back, okay? But we'll worry about that later, as I have a building that I want to put right here. This building will work up with some tuff and some tough bricks before I want to work up with some of the highlights using some cobblestone. And I want to create a doorway right here. And there's going to be a pretty big highlight right here using some cobblestone. And I actually want to use some fences for windows. I don't really do this ever, and I thought it would be kind of a cool thing to do. Working up on the second floor though, I want to use some oak logs and go every other block to create those Tudor-style support beams that I love using. The main block I actually want to use for this building is diorite, but since it's along the ocean, I want it to look very dirty, so I'm also going to mix in a lot of andesite. But right here, I'm going to put in a very simple trapdoor window. There'll be another window here using some light gray concrete powder, and I want to connect every single one of these beams using some more signs. To create a very, very dirty kind of white block though for the building, I want to use the birchwood texture as well. I continued up with those same lighter tones, mixing in a little bit more birchwood and wrapped signs around, also adding in the big window in the middle to bring stuff up to the top level as a sort of storage chute. Then I completed the build by making the basic shape and then went back and textured it all. With that building complete, I quickly built up another one on the far side of the dock. This is definitely not the best building that I've put over here yet, but I do like it. I don't know what I want this building to be, so definitely give me ideas for what I can put in here, or what this building could actually be. It looks a little bit more important, just given the architecture that it has, but I'm still not sure what I should put in here. I've now spent the last 54 days in-game building up this cool dock area, and honestly this video is going to be uploaded as a 100 days video, but I honestly have done so much and I don't want to get burnt out, so this is actually going to be where the video ends. Before I end off this video though, I do want to build an interior for this house, as I really want to get better at interiors, and I think I want to use this little mini series that I'm going to make as a way to get better. So let me just build up an interior real quick for this house. This interior actually did not take long at all. It took maybe like 3 in-game days. It's a lot faster than I thought it would take, but let me give you guys a little tour. When you walk in the house, you get greeted with the kitchen area, which I really like how cozy it is. And if you're wondering why there's these stairs along the wall, it's so that the fence does remain like this instead of it being like this. So the stairs do help that. It looks a little messy, but it also kind of looks like this area's beat down a little bit, like it's old, and I think that's okay. But you know, you got the smoker. I added these like sign text things to make it look like you could open it, and I really like it. Let me actually put some water in there. Oh my god, no. Why did that happen? Anyways, this is the kitchen. I think it looks really cool. You have some bookshelves here, and then there is this very tiny like dining area that I really love because I mean it's just so small in here, but I like the vibe. Something that I think would actually look cool is if I wrap some dark oak signs around the side of the dining room like this. I think that could look really nice. Yeah, I think that does look a lot better. And then let me actually add a painting in here. You know what? I think I might just leave it with that one for now. Anyways, you go up this staircase. The first room right here is just a very small bedroom with some shelving in here, a nice plant, and of course a bed, and a flower pot with nothing in it. Maybe it's a cup, I don't know. And then you can go up here into the attic, which is very tiny. It's actually mob proof because there's slabs up here, so I can keep it at this very dark light level, and there still will be no mob spawned up here, but it's just another small storage area. In this room, there's a little like office space right here with some more shelves, a hanging plant, some tripwires that could be used as some shelves, maybe to hang a sword or something right here. I don't know. I think they look really cool along some walls though. With a seating area right here where you can look at the amazing view, maybe read a book in here. And that's really about it. Some extra shelving and stuff, some firewood. You know what? This is one of the first interiors that I've done in a very long time. I don't really make interiors that much. Oh my, that is so creepy, dude. Going up the stairs. I don't like that at all. I'm going to end off the episode here, though. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe and stick around for episode 2. And oh my, what was... It looked like Peter Griffin for a second. Anyways, if you guys want to give me some build ideas, definitely let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one.